you can't. I gotta go with what's there, what I can get.
Guys, I got the live stream going, by the way. Just booted it up.
Wait, Mike's telling you to wait for the Pi 6? That'll be 2 years, Richie.
I wouldn't. I think that I found, and it's really nice.
Oh, cool.
What is Mike telling you to wait for the Pi 6? That's coming out in 2 years. I wouldn't wait.
No, Pi 7's coming out in 2.
Yeah, the Pi 6 is barely, I'm sorry, the Pi 5 is only starting to get mainstream now. They're only starting to trickle in a normal fashion, so I wouldn't hold your breath on Pi 6.
Yeah, well, as soon as they get the cases for Pi 5 straightened out, the Pi 6 will already be out. What you should be doing is looking at RISC-V.
There's a lot of single board computers that have that stuff that you could get that's competition. I don't know if some of those orange Pis are RISC processors. I'm not sure.
The Raspberry Pi is a RISC processor, but it's not a RISC-V processor. RISC-V is open source. Regular RISC processors are proprietary.
Hey, UK, KB1B, yeah?
Richie, I'm not picking on you. I give you the hat tip, brother. You're doing a yeoman's job.
Hey, Isaac, yeah.
You remember how you were hearing a sound coming from one of your apparatus? I don't know if it was a tune or some sound was coming from something the other day. How you get it, sir?
What? When I said I was hearing my voice through the tuner?
Yeah, QSL.
Yeah, I fixed it, but go ahead. What's the question?
No, I was wondering how you get it solved. What was the problem?
It's absolutely nuts. So I did maintenance on the on the tuner. I had a greasy inductor coil and everything. And I tightened everything. I was shocked. Everything was pretty tight and it was still happening. And I was still getting my voice coming through the speakers also a little bit. Nothing unbearable. The mic wasn't hearing it. And I noticed it wasn't happening when I had the Anon hooked up to the switch. But when I had the Anon hooked up directly to the computer with a 15-foot Ethernet cord, it was happening. So the cord was pulling RFI in. I choked the hell out of the cord with a huge ferrite right at where I plug it into the Anon, and it got rid of all the scratching everywhere. The tuner does not project my voice anymore.
You see. So, I was just here. We're just curious, man. So, when something happens, you tell us what's going on, then we know how to address it there. KB2 UK, KB1B, and back to you.
Yeah, it's crazy. This 15-foot Cat 6 cord going underneath the desk was acting as an antenna and pulling RFI back into the Anon.
Okay, good. I was just curious because I didn't hear you say anything about it. So I was just curious how you get it solved there. All right, back to you. KB1B.
Oh, no, all good. KB2 UK, I'm listening here. I'm just typing something up.
Is that a shielded cable, Doug?
It is. It is shielded. It's also one of the flat ones. It's a gigabit core, Cat 6. But I used one of those huge clamp-on ferrites. I'm counting right now. I've got 15 wraps, and it got rid of it.
They got also the STP ones, which are each pair is shielded.
Wait, how's that work?
Well, in other words, your cable is overall shielded, it sounds like. If you buy a Cat 5 or 6 or 7 STP, Sierra Tom Papa, which is shielded twisted pair, each of the pairs has a independent shield. So for the 8 wires, there's 4 shields. There might even be an overall shield after that, but I forget.
Oh, interesting. All right, good to know. Good to know. But right now, it looks like I've got a softball coming out of the Anon, so but it's working.
Yeah, that's all about limiting crosstalk.
Well, but any shielding in a case with RF is going to potentially, give it some some advantage, right?
I don't know. Sometimes it causes more harm than good.
Good night, Mikey.
The reason you twist those wires is so the field it cancels, right?
Yeah, basically, so it's shielded, I should say twisted pair. It has a roughly 180-degree phase cancellation on.
Roger. And when you have a shield, if that shield turns out to be resonant on a certain frequency, strange stuff could happen.
Well, it also depends on if the STP stuff has not only individual shields, but the connectors themselves have a really solid shield on it. But if the device your connector is going into doesn't have a ground like in the receptacle, it's kind of a moot point. Or if your router is got the cheesy plastic one without an appropriate shield on it, then it won't probably won't do very much.
Yeah, but that's only on one side. Now you have a Faraday shield.
Got you, Frank.
What's up, Eddie?
Hey, good night. NTKF is on station, David.
What's up, Eddie? How you doing? Hello, everyone. Hey, Doug, what the hell happened, man, since the time we spoke yesterday?
Why? What do you mean?
The audio changed.
Oh, I adjusted it a little bit. I added a little at 800 and 1250, but nothing else changed.
Okay, just sounds different.
Yes, I added a little bit more upper mids. Just to give a little bit more punch there, Francis. Actually, I'll be right back. My boy's hungry. I'll be right back. KB2 UKA.
All right, real good. Sorry. And hello, everybody. Eddie, good to hear you, my friend.
Good night, my friend. Haven't heard you for a couple of hours, man. So everything is okay. I can't complain. NTQF, KB1B.
All right, buddy.
Good night, Mikey.
Yeah, good night, Isaac, man. Be good, man. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Isaac, you leaving? Have a good night, Isaac.
Yeah, I just wanted to say good night to Mikey because I'm saying, Mikey, go ahead. You kind of double it. Say again, Mikey.
Yeah, I said good evening, Isaac. We'll catch up with you, bud. 7-3.
All right, 73 and good night, and Frankie, good night, and hey, KB2, Richie, you need to get rid. I'll come over with my pickup truck to your house, Richie, and get some of that stuff over there, okay?
You're gonna clean me out, right? You're gonna get this junk out of here.
I'll start down at New Jersey first by Richie's house, and then I'll come over to the other Richie, and then come back up here in Boston. There you go.
You're gonna clean us all out. I got a lot of junk, and man, you be in junk heaven over here.
And I know Frankie's gonna tell you, don't let me behind that gate. Frankie, QQF is gonna say, don't let Isaac behind that gate.
Yeah, he can't visit, bud. Your shit'll be gone.
You hear that, Richie?
Yep, everything be gone. You clean it all out, and then I'd have to get the new stuff.
Hey, no problem. All right, good night, everybody. KB1B. I'm gonna go sleep there.
N2WH, you in there? N2QQ.
Good evening. What's up,
Dave
Frank?
in here too?
Frank?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear you come back. What's going on, brother?
No, nothing, man. I came back. I said, is Dave here too?
I think he went to go to the toilet. Where'd you go, David?
I'm here. I was on the second receiver talking up on 3910.
Slum.
Who's up there?
Mike was up there and a few other guys. It didn't take long for me to leave, man. It was more F-bombs there than in Richie's closet.
hit the goddamn second receiver and I switched frequencies.
That's what you get. That's why you got to learn how to use your radio first before you trying to do two at one time.
What are you shoving in your pie hole, Frank?
That didn't click VFO's thing.
I'm back here. I was listening. Where'd all the audio guys go?
What audio guys?
They were just here like 2 minutes ago.
Frank scared them all away.
Jesus. I'm not surprised with that dirty signal.
Wow. Signal's not dirty, you son of a bitch.
You're dirtier than a hooker on Sundays.
Now you're talking.
MDX, Mike in the house. Hey, Mike, what's happening?
Where the hell you hit Mike?
Oh, that wasn't into MDX?
I was me.
Who, him or the other one?
What is going on here?
Maybe Rich has two receivers gone.
RX1, RX2, so maybe I'm listening to the other guys on the other frequency. That happens a lot, too.
3910, there's nobody there local.
Not local to you, local to me.
Oh, I don't care.
Those are his friends, Frank.
Us and all the big boys. You got some of them cockroaches still in existence. They didn't all die off yet.
Oh, there's a couple there. Nice guys, though. Everybody's nice. Everybody's awesome.
Who is it, Pat and those guys?
No, well, I know a couple of them, but there's a few up there. But Mike's up there. I forget Mike's call off the top of my head. And then all the guys from 33 are, I guess they're up there because of the North Carolina QSO party.
Good luck in the
Oh,
conference.
all right. The guys on 39, 38, 33. I know those guys. All right. Gotcha.
Don't worry about a thing. Where'd Eddie go?
He left.
Damn. So what you guys do to people?
It's bad for business.
I was making my dinner, man, and seen the tag. I'm like, God damn it.
What's for dinner, Frankie?
Intimidate everybody. Yeah, when they hear you guys come on, they're like, the gods of audio are here, and they scramble because they don't want to be embarrassed with their setup.
What are you talking about?
Snakes.
What about my snake?
Makes everybody run.
Maybe back in the day.
Then I configured another one, and then I tried to make a copy.
Pennsylvania Kiwi SDR, and you are 30 to 35 over into there, and even on this thing which shows it's extremely sensitive, this SDR, so it
You tell those guys
I'm back.
to work. No, see, I'm not going down this road. You're not bringing me down this road.
You bring yourself down there. I just participate.
All right, I'm back. KB2 UKA.
Welcome back.
So, Frank, what are you hearing that's different? Is it those upper mids?
I'm not hearing. Yeah. Sorry, I'm joking. Yeah. The symmetry is gone now. The low's gone.
Interesting. Well, no, I still think there's low there. I just listened to it on the Kiwi.
I hear a lot of low.
The low is perfect. It's not overdone. That's the way real audio.
Oh, what am I doing? You're supposed
What
to sound.
the
In
hell?
fact, you got it. That's perfect. What we do is all wrong. We do it for fun and games, but the way you have it right now, it's perfect.
I know you a long time. That's not what you're looking for.
Well, to be fair, Frank, A man can change. A man can change. So just don't tell my wife because I tell her I can't change.
No, you're all dogs.
After a trip to the Golden Banana, you'll change.
Oh, yes, you will. If you don't change your audio, you'll change your gender.
Oh, God. You know, while I'm in New York, I think they're going to come door to door and force me soon.
You're talking about your audio or your gender?
My gender. I think it's going to be, as I cut them the multiple thousands of dollars of tax money, they're also going to say I owe them something else.
Well, whatever you do, don't tell people your house is worth more than it is because you're going to get sued.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. My favorite part is the bank says, not only did he not hurt us, we made a lot of money and we'd love to have him as a client in the future.
So if I think it's worth something and the bank comes and says, it ain't really worth that, it's worth this, you still get in trouble? That doesn't make any sense. So I can't wait till this ham fest when people are asking way too much money. I'm going to be like, sir, I'm suing you.
Yep. So I guess something's not worth what someone's willing to pay for it or lend against it anymore. It's worth what ultra-liberal judge with no background in valuations decides what it's worth.
Did you just increase your low presence?
No, Frank, but I got a little closer to the microphone.
That's what it is. I hear it because now I hear the difference and I see it too.
Well, maybe, yeah, I was over here. So, yep, I was relaxed and I was over here. But this is where I normally am talking, right here.
So I knew I heard something.
Who's this guy in the middle of the pass span?
This is the new 75 meters.
And the general portion of the 40-meter band.
Oh, it's everywhere. No, it doesn't matter where you are. You can be in the extra. It doesn't matter.
It's really unbelievable. Because I know if I'm hearing them that light, they're hearing me at least that same amount.
Well, so you got to learn, there's a flaw in the law or a flaw in the rules. If they pretend they don't hear you, technically they're not doing anything wrong.
Right. And then when you go and complain, they go, oh, the band must have changed.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a real good one. Especially when they're in New York and I'm in Boston.
Right. They're in the tri-state area down here, and they're like, no, it must have been the gray line.
As I'm talking to somebody in New Jersey.
Right.
That's because we won't let you talk to us in New Jersey, Dave.
You're privileged.
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah, to be able to talk to the likes of us.
No, like I said, I'm always trying to broaden my horizon with, because you guys in New York and New Jersey, you guys are just the book standard of everything that could go wrong.
Listen, it just seems that the people from Mass are so upset. Boston's a big city. Why are we second best?
At what? At what? Homeless?
All right, in this case, I'll give it to you. New York sucks.
At least here they're trying to, they want me to allow, if I have an extra room, they want me to allow the illegals into my house with my family, just because I have an extra room.
Yep, saw that on Friday.
I'm gonna send you guys. I'll send on the group chat, and I'll send it to you. This woman comes on the other chat group. Sorry, this New York woman comes on, and she's like, "Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna send it to you. I'll let you hear it. It's actually so perfectly well scripted."
All right, yeah, absolutely, send it. Richie, I got the emails. They sent you one back.
Hey, yeah, what do you think, Doug?
Well, hold on. One of them's still loading in Google Drive. Let me see if I can download the other ones. Hold on.
Videos. I'm gonna say
Yeah, it is. I'm not saying it's not. It just seems very interesting. That's how the box do a heat cat.
Well, but any shielding in the case with RF is going to.
So the field.
Twisted. I stay twisted. 300 cancellation on. Cancellation on. Cancellation on.
Roger. When you have a shield, if that shield turns out to be red.
Well, but any case with RF is going to.
I did like to put my microphone on the stand, Frank.
I just watched him, Richie.
I like it. It's a lot easier.
Frankie.
Yes, sir.
I did like you. I put the mic on a desk stand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot easier, I think. That boom was getting in my way. It was bothering the hell out of me. I took it off and threw it on the desk stand. Works hell of a lot better.
You think you two would be used to something big stuck in your faces?
Oh, look, it's dangling.
I took it and I beat the shit out of it and threw it in the barrel.
You guys are just putting it on the desk because you're used to it hanging low.
Richie, so what is that? What software is that it's running?
That is Pi HP SDR. And I could really expand that. I'm on Zoom 4 on the pan adapter. I could zoom out and pretty much capture all of the 40-meter band on one pan adapter. So, it's got good bandwidth. I'm running, so running 192,000 on the bandwidth. So it's pretty impressive for a Pi 5. Yeah, Pi HP SDR. That's what it's called. It's the new version.
No, it's very cool. I'm going to look into it. I like it. I like something new and different.
Feature rich compared to the original one. It goes full screen. You can make it 4K if you want. Listen, this is a $60 computer I'm using, a $20 SD card, a $12 fan kit in there, a $12 case. That's it. Nothing more. That's the computer. And it has plenty of horsepower to spare, and I didn't even overclock it yet. And it's the 4 gig model, so it's $60. It's using less than 2 gigabit of memory to run the whole system. So it's overkill. And I never, I didn't think I was going to like it as much. I've been on it all night, since last night all the way till tonight. So I could actually work this. I'm in no rush. The Adidas is better, blows it away. Yeah. But I'm in no rush to go back because now the pure signal, everything's working good. So you could take this and make a remote for any Anon or Hermes radio, SDR Cube, whatever it is. You can make a little box with this little computer with a touch screen, a 10-inch touch screen, and you could go anywhere you want and plug it into the network, and you have access to your radio.
It's very cool. I'm thinking of figuring out how to run that thing mobile.
If you took a Hermes light, put it in the car, it makes the Hermes light mobile. You build a little control center, and it holds the touch screen. And they make MIDI controllers You can put a VFO in the box, some knobs, buttons. You know, you can program it however you want. That's going to be the new thing. They're going to be making controllers now with this Pi 5 setup. It's going to be very, very popular. See, the Hermes radio is going to it's going to be on a whole new level. And once they put a controller together, they're going to be everybody who has SDR is going to have the Hermes in the car.
We're living in the year 3000.
Listen, if you can get rated by a Hermes, then I'll believe you.
Every porter table be running the SDR. It'll be up in the backpackers, the hitchhikers, the garbage pickers. Everybody's going to have one of these.
I just can't do them, man. I can't have that goofy goddamn antenna on my car, man. That's the only problem.
Well, why don't you just put it in a backpack, Frank, and walk around with it?
Have you seen how tall he is? He'll poke somebody's eye up.
Little backpack, Frankie?
What?
Walking around like
You wouldn't need a tower. Frank, you wouldn't need a tower. If you're that tall, man, you don't even need a tower. You put the antenna in the backpack, you're good to go. You should
Frank's the same size as a 12-year-old.
What's that movie with Woody Harrelson where he's the prepper and end of the world and he's got the radio on the backpack?
I don't remember. I just listen. I love the hobby. I like doing it, but God, there's got to be some limits to it for me.
You got to walk around with the little handy talkie on your hip with the repeater beeping, and then when everyone looks, you say, "Don't worry, that's my pants alarm."
Yeah, it's like the most uncoolest looking hobby. I got to be honest with you, but all these big antennas, it's insanity.
Frankie, listen to me. You know what the problem is? You're driving the wrong vehicle. You should be in a big truck, for Christ's sakes. A big guy like you driving around a little Matchbox car? Of course it's going to look stupid with an antenna. You're going to look like Bozo the Clown in a remote control car. You need a truck. You got to get yourself a big truck and then put a Tar Heel on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hitch-mounted Tar Heel. I used to have that on a 1500.
Full-size truck, I wouldn't do it, man. I had a Tar Heel on a truck before, and I just can't do it, man. It's like, send up the nerd alert alarm. If I never want to get late again, that's the best way.
I don't think guys mind, Frank.
The chicks are
Dave.
They love guys with radios. They can pick up more guys.
Oh, my God. I got to get out of this conversation. You guys don't even know what you're saying. And Dave, shut up.
Lot lizards love the Tar Heel.
Lot lizards.
Hey, you want to see my Tar Heel? Sure, honey.
So, Doug, I'm going to ask you. If you would drive around with that antenna on your car, what would your wife do?
She'd roll her eyes, but I've done it. I did it on a Dodge Ram, but it didn't last long.
Would you think you'd be married to your wife had you met her that way?
Yeah, probably. Because the other antenna is what she really went after me for.
I can't do it, man. I can't. I'm sorry.
I've got a Wrangler now again. I got rid of the AMG, Frank, and I went with a Wrangler. And I'm thinking of putting an ATAS antenna on it.
That's pretty tame. I've got one of them.
Yeah, I've owned one before. There, it kind of looks cool on a Wrangler too.
Looking at it, but it got such negative reviews, man.
I feel I owned it back in 2010, and it worked.
Wait a minute, Rich, you had the Defender?
Oh wait, I think we're talking about different things here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, misunderstood.
No, you guys are doubling a little bit, Doug. That's where the confusion lies.
Yeah, story of my life. Yes, the Defender got bad reviews, and I only like the old Defenders, Frank.
Yeah, but they need so much work, man. You're gonna wind up spending $200,000 on an old car.
Yep, there's a gas station down the road from me. He's got 20 of them for sale. They look beautiful, but you got to probably keep bringing it back to him to fix it.
I know. I heard the electric, same typical Range Rover BS, man. They just don't make good cars. The cars mechanically are right. Just I hear the electrical systems suck.
Why don't you girls just get Teslas and call it a day?
Ride your car on a nice, even paved road.
You know, I'll put you, I can pick your Jeep up, put it inside my truck, and drive down the block with it.
The Tar Heel will tilt over the Tesla.
Well, I'm glad you're getting rid of it. Masculinity must be killing you.
Dave, shut up.
I do wheelies in my Honda CR-V.
Frank got passed by a 2-year-old driving his same Jeep.
Frank, what are you driving?
Bobby Jeep.
I got rid of my Beamer, and then I went into a truck. I drove my brother-in-law's car.
It's not a truck, Doug.
I change cars every 3 years. I just get tired of them. And I said, I'm going to get this car, a Gladiator. I got it, lifted and stuff. It's cool. It's all right. It's fine. But Dave just rips on me.
It's not a truck, Doug.
Off-roading he doesn't do.
I see. He has a Gladiator. I have a Wrangler. So mine just doesn't have the bed.
Oh, yeah. You guys should get together and get matching bracelets.
We can dock them.
Broke back Wrangler.
I owned a Wrangler 10 years ago, and I got another Wrangler. It's the best truck I've ever driven off-road in the snow. It was better than the Dodge Ram. It was obviously better than a Mercedes. It was better than the Grand Cherokee. The four-wheel drive on a Wrangler is unbeatable. I don't know about the Gladiator, though. But it's the same drivetrain, isn't it, Frank?
Yeah, it's the same drivetrain. I got it lifted with 35s on it, and the whole thing looks good. It's nice. It's cool looking. Dave's just pissed.
Hey, I have one question, though, serious question. Now, on the bottom of the Gladiator, Frank, now, the skirt that you wrap around the truck, is that button on or is it Velcroed?
It's a pencil.
It's Velcro, same kind you use.
It's a pencil skirt. I have the 4XE, Frank.
On your truck, yes, but we're talking about you.
Come on, Dave, go say ham fairness are wrong. Who is he kidding?
It's not a skirt,
What?
it's a kilt.
I don't even know what the hell you said. What?
Wrong.
What?
A pencil skirt.
You guys, you should see it. I pull up the next to Frank in my truck. I had to roll down my window, and he's got a lift kit on that thing, and I still got to look down at him. What do they have on that truck? 12-inch wheels, Frank?
I can't with you today. Today's just not the day. I got nothing.
He's got it's a pink Bobby. What I want to know, did it come like that, or who made the Bobby Jeep? Was that Tyco?
I sent him the best video because he's got a little Bronco. Don't let him kid you. He doesn't even have the full-size Bronco. He's got the little Bronco. And I sent him a good commercial on it.
Who has a Bronco?
You do. Stop it.
My wife does. That's her truck.
That's your truck. Stop. Your wife drives a pickup.
No, she owns the pickup, according to her. I bought that during the pandemic when I was unemployed. It's nothing like trying to buy a truck when you're unemployed.
Frank, what year is yours?
When did I get it? 2 years ago. 20?
So mine, I just got mine a month or two ago. 300 miles, it wouldn't start.
Are you serious? I've had zero. The only thing I had a problem with, and it's not their fault. I got aftermarket rims and tires, and the rear sensor will not read the tire pressure.
Yeah, that's what happens when you do the lift kit and all that. So the 24s, all of them, the hybrid, the regular, the Grand Cherokee, even the Rams, they thought they were having a 12-volt battery issue where the 12-volt batteries from Mopar were defective. So the battery was dead. So I jumped the damn car at 300 miles. I brought it there. They gave me a brand new battery. A week later, it turns out they release a press release that if you're using the Jeep app to immediately delete it and shut in the 24s and shut down all the connected services in the car, the Wi-Fi, the automatic updates. So what was happening was the app was calling for something to draw power while the car was off remotely, and it was killing all the batteries. So I deleted the app, and then a week later, they did an over-the-air. They told everyone, turn your over-the-air back on. They did an update, and it's been fine.
So it's funny, on one of the forums, I saw them talking about the app, and I didn't know what it was, and I saw it related to the new cars. I didn't even bother reading it, but I saw that. I sent you a picture of it, by the way, into your into Signal. But yeah, I saw they were having some issues. Thank God I have no issues with this truck, knock on wood. I was going to keep it, but, my insurance is so expensive, man. I spend $4,000 a year on a car per car, and I just don't want to keep two vehicles. Like spending $8,000 a year on just two trucks is ridiculous.
My two cars in New York, I just got renewed February 9th. My two cars are $5,700 every 6 months.
That's ridiculous, man. So I got a heavy foot. My the Beamer really got me in a lot of trouble, man. That thing, I was always racing on that car and getting in trouble. That's why I got rid of it. It was just too much. But now I'm missing it again, so I don't know. I looked at the G-Wagon. I'm looking around. I don't know. It's ridiculous.
To hang out of the Jeep now with the sunroof going wee woo wee woo wee woo.
I haven't taken any of the parts off. The only thing I took off was the driver side, overhead. But I haven't taken the whole thing apart. I haven't gone, as they say, naked yet with it.
Last Wrangler I owned for 4 years, I never took the roof off once.
Are you wearing a pink tank top?
Well, Dave does when I take him for rides.
My wife has a GLE 63S, 605 horsepower SUV. That thing is a beast.
How is it? You having a lot of problems with it or no?
Friggin' shit, boatload. So the car was at the dealership for a total of 3.5 months. The cylinders 7 and 8 kept going at 14,000 miles. And then they had to fly an engineer in. They took the whole damn engine out of the car. They had to hand crank it with a camera. They replaced every cylinder coil, every spark plug. It's a known issue. It's been about 2 months, no problem so far.
What was it?
They can't tell us. So their protocol just says keep replacing the cylinder coils. That's it.
Sounds like a lemon law.
Yeah, I had a lemon law attorney. So if this was their last opportunity to fix it. So I'm just hoping the damn thing goes again. Because if the damn thing goes again, they have to buy out the car or they have to give me a brand new one.
Have you done any research on forums to see if there's a widespread problem with that car now?
There is, with that engine. That's a hand-built engine in Germany, and it's signed by the engineer who built it. So he must have sneezed or something when he was boring out the cylinder head. Yeah, same thing. It's the cylinder. The cylinders stop working, and they do the same thing for everybody. They replace all the coils, all the spark plugs. They hand turn the engine. They see if there's anything rubbing in there, and that's it.
I can't wait till the class action lawsuits start when warranty expires, and then it all pops up again on everybody.
And here's the big problem. So I said to the guy, what happens if you have to give me a brand new engine? I said, because these engines are made in the real AMG factory for the GLEs. They're not made at Mercedes on the production line. I said, so if you have to give me a new engine, I'm getting another handmade engine? He goes, no, you're getting a factory-built one if we have to replace it. That destroys the value of the car.
Absolutely. You get rid of it before warranty expires.
Yeah, I have an extended on it also. She's looking at the XM5, so I might by this summer we might trade it in.
It's a nice truck. I looked at that too.
my partner has, what is it? It's the sedan, not an M5. It's a 760i. That thing's got a movie theater in the back seat.
Yeah, my buddy had one. But it's like a chauffeur car. So just because that middle seat partition doesn't go down in the back, so it's like a chauffeured series car. So just look at that too. It's nice, but it's just stay away from the 550 series. That's the problems. That engine's never right on that car.
Well, that's what I told him. I said, you bought a car designed by a company for the driver, but you bought the Rolls-Royce version of it, which is, it's meant to be driven in. I said, you should have just got an M5.
The M5's awesome.
Hey, on that 7 Series Beamer, you should look at the resale value on those. It's not very good. They say if you're not leasing that thing, don't even think about buying.
Well, you don't see a lot of them. And you do see a lot of other cars around here that are the same price, but you don't see a lot of those. He leased it, so he'll be done.
That's the only way. Maseratis, that car. Believe it or not, the car that holds a scream in value is like a Porsche, like Turbo Carrera. They're like incredible, but a lot of the other exotics that you'd think would hold value suck, including the Beamers, the 7 Series.
Well, yeah, because after like the 3-4 year mark, Benz, Beamer, they start having very expensive problems.
The 540, oh my God, you just take a beating.
Now, I'm not an electric car guy, but Frank, you got to look at the all-electric AMG. I don't even know what the model is. It's like 1150 horsepower.
Yeah, I'll get locked up for sure.
That's the EQE.
Yeah, it's the EQ, but it's the EQE AMG. I haven't even seen one of them on the road yet. I've seen the EQEs. I've driven. They've given me the EQS and all that for loaner cars. It's cool, but it takes too damn long to charge.
I like the GT though.
The GT's gorgeous. Yeah. That's a 2-door, right?
Yeah.
Are we talking Porsche or Mercedes?
I think Mercedes he was.
Yeah, Mercedes.
Well, let me look at that again. Hold on.
GT has like a classic look to it, Frank.
It's kind of like a Porsche look, though.
Yeah, it's a little longer.
Which model?
I think it's the 6.3, the AMG GT 6.3.
Yeah, it's Amanda's engine, but in a in a tiny car. I think it's a 605. Well, the newer one's probably higher than 605 now.
Oh, the GT. Yeah, I see it in a 4-door though.
No, the 2-door. Well, the two. That's look up the GT Space 6.3 coupe. That thing is vicious looking.
Has anybody seen the all-electric Porsche? AB1 RL.
Hey, I think I have seen it. I think I've seen it. But, electric cars can be cool. I think they're 10, 15 years out before the sales are dropping left and right.
Give me noise. It drives me crazy.
Well, it's just something to laugh at. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just something to laugh at,
If I could plug the car in, if I'm spending $150,000 on the car and I can plug it in and the thing's charged in 5 minutes and I've got 300 miles, I'm good to go. But until they get there, I can't do it.
Hey, you know what an old man asked me?
What do you ask you?
He had an old BMW. He says to me, this old man, he says, well, what are you going to do if there's somebody ahead of you? He's charging his car. Are you going to wait until he finishes?
Well, yeah, you got that problem too on long road trips. The GPS will tell you where there's a charging station. You pull up, there's another car there, or you pull up and the thing doesn't work, and it's dead. So the EV sales are plummeting. The hybrid sales are through the roof. Frank, I have the 4xe. I have the hybrid Wrangler. It's the number one selling hybrid in the country. I'm on gas 90% of the time. I get 28 miles electric, but it gives me like 35 miles a gallon. And it's 375 horsepower when it's charged. When it's not charged, it's like 280. But yeah, until I could plug one of these damn things in and it's charged 0 to 100 in 5 minutes, they're not gonna sell anymore.
What's the average time on charging in general? I know it's all different makes, but what's the average time?
Well, for my hybrid, for my Wrangler, if I plug into 110, it's 15 hours, and that's just to get 28 miles. If I plug into 240, it's 2 hours. On a Tesla, if you plug into 110, I think it's like 12, 15 hours. If you plug into a 240, it's like 2 hours, same thing. But if you go to a supercharger, which you can't have in your house unless you have like 450 volt electricity, they can go 0 to 80% in 30 minutes.
So I can drive out to Ohio on 1 tank of gas in my truck, and it's an F-150. And I can do it in probably 12 and a half hours. That's with stopping and goofing off. But 1 tank of gas, I get all the way from my house here in South Weymouth all the way to DX Engineering, and I still had a quarter of a tank. But in fairness, I have a 36-gallon tank. But I filled up at a quarter of a tank just because I was heading out to Southwest Ohio and I didn't want to stop again.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, Dave. So you get in your Tesla, and it says, okay, Dave has 320 miles till he's empty on battery. Now, Dave heads out to Ohio, and he gets a lead foot, and he wants to gun it, and he wants to do 85 all the way there, and then there's stop-and-go traffic. Well, now his 320 miles was actually 260 miles because he decided to gun it for 10 minutes, and you can't judge it.
All electric BMW. You can't hook up to a Tesla power station. I guess it's got to be a BMW power station. I don't know.
No, you could get, well, Tesla's the number one. They're everywhere now. And a lot of cars are using Tesla's jack for charging. That's why he's been dropping the prices so much, because he's making a lot of money on the charging stations. But even the BMW, you could buy the adapter and you could charge it at Tesla.
Yeah, well, I was up at Telly BMW, and he told me if we catch you hooking up to a Tesla power station, that voids your guarantee.
Yeah, well, if you're 200 miles from home, you better have that adapter, because those are all the chargers. They're doing that because they know these batteries are failing. They're failing left and right. KB2 UKI. Guys, actually, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you have a beautiful week. I'm sure I'll catch some of you this week right here. Same channel, different day. KB2 UK Clear.
7-3 is bad.
Talk to you later.